Okay, so from Discovery Town, we're going to move into Bodyworks here. And so, moving into Bodyworks, there's just not a whole lot of exhibits you need to turn on, but they are, as you get them on, you'll see. So this first one here is just the TV, and all you have to do is push the power button, and it'll come on. And so, let's see, maybe I didn't push it. Oh, yep, I did. So you'll just turn that one on there. And then for the bubble machine, this one's a little bit difficult. Every now and then it'll be broken, one of the wires will break. And so if it has the exhibit being repaired, just don't worry about it. Don't turn on the light. But for this one, there is a light switch here. And for the smaller ones, you can use the wet floor sign and just pick it up and flick it on there.
Which is what I do every morning.
And then for this exhibit, there is just a light switch here. You'll just flick that on and that'll turn the light on inside it. And then moving across, I know this is kind of funny, but I push it to make sure it's actually working so that people know that it's on and ready to go. And then the hand machine is the other one you'll turn on in here. And right now the key is missing, so Robert has just left it open for us. So then, well, the key broke, so Robert just left it open so we can open and close it and turn on the hot and cold hand. So there is a light switch here you'll just turn on. And then you're gonna wanna make sure, so the hot is on, you're gonna wanna make sure this red light's on. So you can just flick that up and that'll turn it on. And you can tell a difference in the sound when it's on as well.
You need to turn both of these on because it's operating both the cold and the hot side. So 2 switches equal both sides turned on, and then when you turn it off, go ahead and just turn it off. You only need to flip off the one time. So 2 switches on, and then 1 switch off. And then we like to come back like in a minute or 2 and just feel it to make sure that the hot is hot and the cold is cold. So.
And then I usually just check and make sure there's something in here. So because it's our touch feel box, I want to make sure there's some stuff inside the touch and feel box for people. There's only one thing in there, so we might add a couple more.
They always go missing.
Yep. And then also for here, I make sure that if there's paper up on the table, I'll put it down in the recycle bin if it's not usable anymore. And then I make sure this is filled as well, so then people can use the exhibit. And then over here,
that guy has to be turned on with the main light.
Yep. So this one will be turned on whenever we get that on over there. And the museum office, we'll show you that here in a minute. Well, we can show you now.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. So the lights for Bodyworks are all inside the museum office, located in Alex's main office. For out here, you can just flip this switch on. That'll turn the museum office on, and then the light right outside the door. And then for the Bodyworks lights, you'll just come into her office right here in the corner, and this bottom one turns on her light, and then you'll just flip both of these on. And then these all just need to go up. You need to make sure they're all the way up. Every now and then they won't go all the way up and it won't turn the lights on. And you'll kind of hear it click when they're on. And then from there, we'll go back out and I'll show you the rest of the exhibits you'll need to turn on in here. So, for in here, there is only a couple more that we need to turn on. So there is the magic wand that needs to be turned on. I check and make sure this is hooked on and everything is good there, because that breaks part of it.
It goes missing, and when that happens, let Robert know about it so we can go on the hunt for it.
So there is really just a light switch here, and that'll turn the light box on and turn the image on as well for you. And then
Albert Einstein.
Yes, is that what you said?
Oh, that Einstein.
Okay. So here you'll just, it should be, it's on. So you can just have it on every now and then. It won't be on, and you kind of have to fiddle with the switch there to make sure.
So the trick is, do you want to show them the trick, or I can show them?
You show them the trick. I think you know
hold it
better than I do.
Okay, cool. So the trick with this guy is he's really finicky. So what I like to do is, if he's in off mode like this, do 1 click so you know that it's completely either on or off. And then you're just going to gently push it until you see this flicker. It gets really temperamental and it's really easy to get off track, but it's in between the clicks of on and off, if that makes sense. And you just have to slowly fiddle with it. So, okay. So.
And then the last one that I checked in here is the X-ray. It'll be unplugged every now and then. I'll just make sure it's plugged in, which it is now. So this is on and ready go for the day. That'll be unplugged every now and then. So I'll just plug it in, make sure the light's on, and then I make sure the x-rays are put away and the bolts are all up here as well.
And then the on-off switch is right here if it's not. But it currently is working, so it doesn't matter. But sometimes that's the way to fix that light. Yeah, and that's this floor.
Yep.
Cool. Just for quick reference, things that get left on often are this heart exhibit and that digestive system exhibit. If these are on when you come up, would you please let Amelia or Alex know? That way we can let the closer know from the night before, just as a friendly reminder, because these light bulbs will burn out if we leave them on all the time. So we want to go ahead and save money.
I think that's it. I just go through and make sure everything's picked up. Like if there's blocks to this exhibit down on the ground, I'll put them on and put them away.
And then those as well.
Yep, those as well. This is the nano area. So there's nothing you really need to turn on. It's just making sure everything's picked up and put away. And then we'll go up to the west side.